Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing well out there and keeping safe and sound. Today I have a really different video than I normally do for you. I'm operating on what is only 6 hours of sleep, I guess. My mind has been on overdrive, perhaps this is the reason. So I thought, I'm interested to know what other people think about all this. So I'm going to try to not make it a long video, but for those of you who would like to, grab your coffee, tea, soda, whatever it is you drink, and sit down and have a chat with me. Okay, here's my question for you all. What does the future hold? What does it hold for you, for me, for everyone? Do any of you ever really think about that? I mean, really think about it. Or is it kind of just a thought that flies in now and then and flies back off again, which us humans quite often do those kind of things. So here's what prompted me a little bit. It was that I was listening to an interview of someone the other day, and they were being asked what they see in the future, or what they see the future to be like, is going to be. Now, I'm not talking about the future tomorrow, a week from now. It could, or even a year. It could be years and years away. But I'm just wondering. So I'm wondering if you could think about this and give me some thoughts on what you think about the future, short-term and long-term, I guess we could say. Do you think about your future, your children's future, your grandchildren's future, your great-grandchildren in some cases, whomever you would have in your family that you might think, what are they going to be doing 10 years from now, 20 years from now? Now, I kind of feel like at my age, and when I look at my, I'm going to call it geographical area, because I have lived in a few different states, but basically the state of Connecticut is kind of what I would call my home state, and some towns more so than others. I've seen a big, what I want to call geographic change in the towns. I mean, some were old farming towns who are now not so much farming. They're not doing that much, with many changes going on. And many towns, excuse me, many towns have increased in population, while others have decreased. And I'm not referring just to Connecticut, I'm referring to all over the U.S. Some towns, if you get way out west more, some towns have, their decrease in population has gone down so much that they are left with almost what is a ghost town. So I'm again wondering, for me, how do I really want to say this to you? The 6 hours of sleep is not enough for me. It's kicking in. At my age, when I ask you if you think about your children, your grandchildren, etc., me, I have older children, grandchildren. No grandchildren yet, great-grandchildren yet. But sometimes I wonder, what does the future hold for them? I probably won't be here to see any major changes. And I just hope they're prepared and thinking about what might go on. So, one big thing that came out in the interview the other day was that the possibility of AI taking over, AI becoming so, I guess we'll call it smarter than the rest of us, that it may take over our lives. The technology is, I think, something that we're going to see a lot more of, and in the future, a lot more. The question is that even possible? I don't quite understand all these technology things, but I know it's happening every time I pick up my computer or my iPhone or whatever. There's something on there about AI. Look what people are doing with photographs, and sometimes I say, is this a good thing? Because a lot of these photographs are so touched up now, and they're not true what they're saying in there, but AI gives them the ability to make them look true. So is it even possible they might take over? AI might take over the world? I mean, I don't know. And another question I have in my mind, a lot of times if I'm sitting outside and I kind of look up to the sky and I say, I wonder, are there people living on other planets? Is there really? And then when we had that kind of, I don't know if I want to call it a scare, but that drone problem that was going on all around, and speculation of people from wherever coming in and spying on us. And the other thing is, what are we going to eat? The way things are going, and if everything changes in the future, what are we going to eat? And then I got to laughing, and I thought, I remember the old well, it wasn't really a I guess it was a cartoon. The Jetsons. Some of you out there are probably too young to remember that. But you remember, I think it was like a dumbwaiter type thing that came down the wall, and they opened it up, and there was a plate with a couple pills, and that was their dinner. So is that how we're going to get fed from now on? I mean, right now we're getting everything plant-based. Even our hamburg sometimes isn't hamburg, So is that what we're going to have for dinner now? A couple pills, and here, you're all set. So is AI going to take over controlling us to a certain extent, what we can do and what we can't? Is it going to control our health system? Is that what is going to be left available to us? Will they be controlling the jobs that are available to people? Now here's a good one. Of course, I have seen a couple things, not to the extent that I'm mentioning here, but I've seen a couple flying cars. So are we going to have flying cars in the future? Is that going to be our mode of transportation? We'll be flying around in the skies where previously the airplanes were? I don't know. I'm probably getting way out on a limb here, and you're probably all laughing, but I don't know. We've laughed before and said, oh, that could never happen, and boom, it happens. And like I said, at my age, even if these things even if some of them are going to happen, I'm most likely not going to be here. So what do we do about that? If you're not welcoming it, how are you going to prepare for it? I don't know. I don't think AI is going away. And I don't think we can fight AI. I don't know. Maybe we can. Let me know what you think. So, for me, for the time being now, trying to put my thoughts in a cozy little corner of the back box and bring them out when I see something pertaining to it. I'm going to pray every day. I do pray every day. I'm praying for some sanity in this world, some peace, and some human kindness, for it all to return to our world. This is what I would love to see happen. Don't know. For years, hundreds and hundreds of years, there's always been wars and unkindnesses, and I don't know, things don't change, I guess. Some get more attention to them than others, but anyways, let me know in the comments what you think the future holds. Will you welcome it? Would you like to see all that happen? I'm wondering. I don't know, in some ways it's kind of exciting to think about it, but I don't know if it's the best thing to have happen. And that's all I really got to say today. I know I didn't touch much on food except those pills now that we wouldn't have to cook anymore. So that's the end of this video for now. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it sparks some thoughts. If you did enjoy it, please hit the thumbs up. If you think you want to spark thoughts in someone else, share the video if you think it would do that with other people. And also by sharing, other people get to see my videos and see the channel and possibly enjoy it. And also, if you could subscribe, that would be great. I would greatly appreciate that. Just hit the subscribe button. And that's it for today. Take care, be well, be safe, and be kind. Bye-bye now.